Hate Army General saying hate Army shit. Hate Army. If your name is Hate Army,
let me tell you a couple of 3 things.
Retchie did a super chat, says, why don't you talk to Destiny? It's a good content. It'll grow your channel. Love you, bud. Why don't I talk to Destiny? All right, do you want to know my honest opinion on this? And I'm gonna. This is the first time I've ever said this. So I've been talking to you guys about, this interview, and I'm not really interested in doing the interview right now. I talked about that on the Level 1 podcast this morning. If you're interested, watch that. And I also talked about it last night on the Q&A. But when I was talking to people about, being interviewed, he did contact me. We did actually have a back and forth a little bit, and quite frankly, he seems intelligent. He seems like he'd give a good interview. All right. However, I did some research. All right. I did some research into Destiny and how he conducts himself and how he conducts interviews. Okay. In fact, recently he did an interview with LTG before LTG got banned from YouTube. He did an interview with LTG. I don't know if you were aware. Okay. Here's the deal. Destiny he claimed he wanted to legitimately interview me. He wanted to give me a fair shake or whatever. And I went back and forth with him for a little bit, and everything was actually sounding good. And then I said, well, before I commit to anything, I want to do research on these people who are interested in interviewing me. So I did some research on all of them, on everyone who was interested in interviewing me. I told you, I even looked at the Mr. Matoker and all of them. All right. And I watched 3 different interviews that Destiny performed, including the LTG interview. All right. I do not like the way Destiny interviews people. And here's why. It's not really like he's not disrespectful. All right. It's nothing like that. It's that. So here's what I don't like about how Destiny interviews people. I don't know if the guy has this weird, I don't know if he has a thing going on, but basically, he's interviewing people and he's fucking playing games, right? He's like, here's this interview we're going to do. And he has a game on the screen and he's a game playing and he's playing it as he interviews you. You know what I mean? He is interviewing and he's asking questions pertinent. But it's he's also, there's a game. What are you doing? I thought this was an interview. I thought this was, you are interviewing someone. People are watching to get the interview. Why is there a game on the screen? And every interview I saw, he does this. He always has another game on the screen. And I don't know if it's something with him, he has a tick where he has to have a game on when he's on a stream or something. Or if it's, I don't know if it's his shtick. But I couldn't stand it. I was like, I don't want to be on a show. The whole point of me being, let's say, on his show would be to be interviewed. That's why I want to do it. If I'm going to interview him, just interview me. And let's have a real conversation between each other. Now, there's that going on. But also there's a game over here that I have to play. And then there might be something in the chat I'm paying attention to. And then I get back to you eventually when you're done with your answer. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't know if there's a deal there or something. I don't know. But I watched 3 interviews. Every one of them was like that. And I was like,
why would I want to be interviewed by someone who literally doesn't give you their undivided attention?
And not to say the interviews were bad. I didn't think they were. I was watching him interview LTG, and it was all right. It wasn't the best interview I've ever heard, but it also wasn't terrible or anything. It was all right. But I was just like, why is he doing that? It really bothered me. It 1,000,000% drove me nuts. Watching that, I was like, dude, if I'm on that fucking stream with this guy and he opens the game and starts playing, I'm going to fucking say goodbye and leave. That's disrespectful to me.
You give me your undivided attention or else there was no, you don't care, right?
So I just, and that was 2 months ago I decided against it. I was like, nah, forget it. Reggie Super Chat again, he said he's streaming 10 hours a day. He has severe ADHD. He does. See, I don't know that. He genuinely likes your stuff. His community likes your stuff. I think please reconsider. No, he's already been eliminated. I'm definitely not doing the interview with him. Like I said, I have 2 candidates left. In fact, I really should do the courtesy and I should reach out to one of them because I did talk to one of them recently, but I didn't talk to the other one. So I really should talk to the other YouTuber and say, hey, here's what's going on right now. I'm not doing it, But no, yeah. Basically, that was so weird to me. I was just like, nah, sorry,
At least give me the attention of the point of the interview, or else it's not even an interview.
Right? Isn't that the point of an interview? Like, did you ever watch an episode of 60 Minutes where they're interviewing someone, but at the same time they're reporting the weather? And here, there's a storm front coming in. Oh, by the way, what do you say about that accusation about you? And then there's going to be partly cloudy. Like, no. Like, you focus on one thing. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, what is this?
And people watched it. Like, people watch this and find this good, that he's doing something else. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Okay. I could ask him to do an interview without the gaming involved. Why would I do that? Why would I even do that, though? Like, that's his style. Why would I ask, hey, if you want to interview me, now you have to change your interview style? Why would I do that? I think that's actually more disrespectful than just saying no, right? The only way I would interview with you if you completely change your content creation style because I don't like it. Want to talk about diva-esque? Just say, sorry, I'll pass, which is, that's more respectful in my opinion than making these crazy, unfair, ridiculous demands. I'm sure no one else ever demanded him change his content style, right? So why would I? How is that disrespectful? Because if you like that person enough that you want to give them that interview, right, then you would like them for who they are and what they do. Now, I only like you and I think you're good enough if you completely change who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone said, oh, I'll give you an interview, but you can only do, if you have to, if you have to change your content style, I want it to be in an actual studio where we meet with better lighting and a professional camera crew and all of this, I'd be like, well, then I don't want the interview. That's crazy. You're out of your mind. I don't do that, right? It's the same thing. If that's his style, and that is his style, every interview I've seen, that's his style, I pass. And again, that's not a slight against him. That's my personal preference. If I'm going to be interviewed, I want to be interviewed by someone who's going to give me the entire attention span. Not they're multitasking between 2-3 things. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't even know why we're talking about Destiny at this. Jeff, no, the thing is, that's the point though. He says, yeah, but Destiny would have been a troll and only asked about controversial rumors. You realize that was the purpose of the interview, right? To address the rumors and dispel them, right? That was the whole purpose of the interview. So I wouldn't be,